everyone, and welcome to podcast 9 3/4, a Potter podcast. I'm your host, the Half-Blood Princess. Today I'm going to talk about the best character from each movie, not including Harry. Before we get started, if you love Harry Potter as much as I do, be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Each of the 8 movies released has someone who manages to shine almost as brightly as Harry, or in some cases, they're even better. They could be friends, enemies, mentors, or any number of things, but they were always among the highlights of their given films. Let's take a look at the best characters from each film, excluding Harry. The Sorcerer's Stone, Rubius Hagrid. As Harry was introduced to the wizarding world in the first film, he needed a guide who could also lead the audience into the wonders of his situation. That guide would be Rubius Hagrid, who picked Harry up from staying with his aunt and uncle and bonded with the youngster. Not only did Hagrid work as someone to assist the viewers, but he also proved to be likable and a great friend to Harry. Hagrid is key to the plot, with him retrieving the Sorcerer's Stone and accidentally giving away how to get past Fluffy. Throw in his subplot with the dragon he adopted, and Hagrid was a huge part of this film. The Chamber of Secrets, Gilderoy Lockhart. Not every character who steals the show is going to be someone who the audience is meant to root for. In the Chamber of Secrets, Hogwarts got one of its many Defense Against the Dark Arts professors in Gilderoy Lockhart, a famous wizard who everyone seemed to swoon over. It quickly became clear that Lockhart over-exaggerated his skills, and in the end it was revealed that he was a fraud, as he'd taken credit for brave acts by other wizards. Despite that being his mindset, Lockhart was always a treat on the screen. Watching everyone react to his absurdities was fun, and he was a cautionary tale of what it would look like if Harry let his fame get to his head. The Prisoner of Azkaban, Remus Lupine. Considering the Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers for Harry's first 2 years at Hogwarts were both villainous, it would make sense to be wary of Remus Lupine in The Prisoner of Azkaban. Thankfully, Lupin was not only a good guy, but likely Harry's best and favorite professor. Lupin made the classes fun, as he had them do things like battle boggarts in one of the franchise's funniest scenes. There was also Lupin's connection to Harry's parents, as well as his godfather Sirius, in the way he helped Harry with conjuring a Patronus charm. Lupin was one of the series' best and most heroic characters, and this is where it all started. The Goblet of Fire, Cedric Diggory. Harry's biggest rival at school was always Draco Malfoy, but that was a very antagonistic feud. He had a different rivalry with Cedric Diggory, in that it was more friendly and based on respect and healthy competition. That all started in the Goblet of Fire, which was the only time Diggory appeared. He competed in the Tri-Wizard tournament against Harry, but had his back on several occasions. He also had more of a right to the trophy, since he didn't illegally enter the event. Cedric was a good friend, a smart student, and proved himself to be brave. His death ended up being something of a catalyst for the darker tone the movies would take moving forward. The Order of the Phoenix, Luna Lovegood. After witnessing Cedric's death and having nobody believe him about Voldemort returning, Harry was somber and something of a loner in the Order of the Phoenix. He found unexpected solace in Luna Lovegood, who also shared some of his trauma and could relate to him in ways that others couldn't. That made Luna one of the standouts in a film that felt like a true ensemble piece. Harry went to the final battle with several friends, and Luna got in some key moments ahead of the likes of even Ron and Hermione. Her scenes with Harry established them as legitimate friends, and Luna became a fan favorite. The Half-Blood Prince, Albus Dumbledore. Although Albus Dumbledore had always been around to give Harry sage advice, he was never more prominent than in The Half-Blood Prince. Dumbledore picked up Harry almost at the start of the movie and embarked on several adventures with him throughout the film. This gave audiences more of an insight into not only Dumbledore as a person, but also into his relationship with Harry. He put himself in mortal danger to get the Horcruxes, figured out how to defeat Voldemort, and made the ultimate sacrifice in the end. His death would have been sad regardless, but it hit even harder due to how good he was in this movie. The Deathly Hallows Part 1, Hermione Granger. Dobby certainly has a case for being the true hero of this installment. He helped Harry and his friends early on, then freed them from the Malfoys in the end, losing his life in the process. That being said, Hermione Granger just edges him out because she was there at every turn. Without her constant quick thinking or magical skills, Harry and Ron would have been lost in this film. Hermione had a heartbreaking opening scene where she obliviated her parents for their safety, and when things got tough and Ron left them, she remained to help Harry, making her feel even more loyal than someone who was considered the most loyal friend possible. The Deathly Hallows Part 2, Severus Snape. In many ways, Severus Snape could be argued as the greatest character in this series. He served as an antagonist for Harry, and killing Dumbledore officially cemented him as a top villain. That all changed in The Deathly Hallows Part 2 as Snape's true intentions were revealed. He wasn't on screen for long, but the scene where his past was shown is likely the film's best. Viewers saw that Snape always loved Harry's mom and was working on the good side from the start, with everything being planned. There were characters who had bigger roles, but none had the impact of Snape. There are many characters who fit the role of best character to me. Comment your thoughts and favorite characters down below. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, love you. Bye.